every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. It's another week, July the 13th. I'm happy to be here. Again, another week. Video Mix, what's up? Oakland, what's up? San Francisco, what's up? The Bay, what's up? Berkeley, what's up? Surrounding areas in that California, what's up? You must got some music or TV on in the background because it's super loud. But yeah, man. Before I do anything too tough, I want to say happy birthday to my great grandma. See what that say? July the 14th. That's tomorrow, man. That's a big day. She's no longer with us, but she's in our hearts. So I gotta represent. It's only right. So we just gonna get right into it. I got some awesome guests today. They gonna tap in with us. And it's going down, man. BeingImpact.com, what's up? Kappa Magazine, what's up? 24hourhiphop.com, what's up? Who else? Vanna, what's up? Liddy Show, what's up? Young Breed, what's up? TP Miller, what's up? Man. Matter of fact, since we got TP Miller today, man, I think I'm gonna do a karaoke with them on the gospel tip. That's what we gonna do, man. Shout out to everybody that's already on my live. They tapping in on my live, showing a lot of love. Share my live. Everybody share my live. We live on television right now. I'm going up yonder to be with my Lord. That's what kind of mood I'm in. If anybody asks you where I'm going on July the 30th, where I'm going on July the 30th. Jesse, what
coming, baby.
We coming. We going all the way to Oakland. Going up to Oakland. See, this is why I need background singers sitting right here. So every time I get ready to sing like that, it's gonna make sense, man. Shout out to the whole Oakland.
Yeah, we putting our playlist together for the Bay, man. We getting ready to. I done met a brother named Stone Ramsey, so he's gonna be on our list to stop. I'm still trying
He's
to connect.
Not related to Job and them, Benet Ramsey? No, not. Oh,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I hope
been trying to connect with Mr. Fab. I know this brother's real busy, but trying real hard to connect with Mr. Fab. So we definitely gonna roll through Dope Era Clothing. You know, we stopping through there.
Yeah.
We got to hit the pillars of the community out there. You know, so it's a lot of. We're gonna hit the Oakland, the African American Chamber of Commerce. You know, we reaching out to them, so we trying to really solidify ourselves as a real contributor, a real business in that area, man. So I'm real excited.
I'm excited too, man. Definitely. I've never been to Oakland, so I'm excited about that.
Vegan Mob is a restaurant out there. I'm trying to connect with Vegan Mob.
Trying to pull up.
You know, that's another one. Yeah, so we trying to connect, man. Holla.
Trying to pull up. What we trying to do? We trying to pull up. Y'all need to be tapping in. If you got friends or family out there in the Oakland area, y'all need to let us know, man. Let us know we trying to pull up. This is a good time to get us to highlight friends or family or whatever the case may be that you may know. I think you want to take advantage because, you know, this is going to be the first time we coming out there. So we bringing the cameras, we bringing the team, and we going to highlight Oakland, and we going to show them the kind of love that we actually show Miami. So,
and the tickets ain't cheap,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Tickets ain't cheap, but we making that investment, man, to come out and have some organic connections with the market. So, you know, real excited.
Right. So it's going down, man. Definitely, man. Almost ain't make the show today. It was very tough. If you've been watching the news, I don't know where you are. Cuba has been protesting, which has led to Little Havana, Little Cuba here in Miami and in South Florida to do the same thing. And they're taking over the expressway, the 826, I-95, a little bit of the turnpike, a lot of Bird Road, a lot of Cayocho.
Okeechobee.
Okeechobee. So respectfully, you know, I don't co-sign it, but I don't knock it, man, because I understand what they're going through, and it's been years and years and years of just turmoil, man, and unfairness, and they don't get to speak like openly in Cuba. So a lot of the Cuban Americans or Hispanic Americans are really taking advantage of the moment and being the extra voice for them. So I can't do nothing.
This is the crossroads of a lot of issues here in South Florida. When you peel back the layers of the Cuban situation, because inevitably in America race comes into the conversation, and the Cuban situation is not immune from that. So that's part of the conversation. It seemed like when the Cuban story really hit hard, that pushed the Haitian story off the news. Not really hearing as much about the Haitian situation with the assassination of President Moise over there. So it's a lot of dynamics to that. Because you have a plot to assassinate the president of Haiti that's hatched right here in America, right in Doral.
Right.
And that's troubling. You know what I'm saying? That's real troubling. So
right.
we're trying to figure that all out. But I mean, another curious thing for me is these laws that were enacted seemingly to counteract the Black Lives Matter protests and things that was going on when they were shutting down the highway. So now it's actually against the law. With the protest that's going on in the Palmetto is against the law right now.
Right.
But they're not enforcing it.
Make sure you remind that everybody was so vocal about it. Was a lot of people that was vocal saying, "Oh yeah, they taking over the highways and the streets and things of that nature." Shout out to WMRRO on air. I mean, yeah, shout out to you, Riddick, and everybody that got us tuned in. But yeah, man, that's definitely like how I'm seeing it too. Like it's a crazy situation, man, because it's like y'all try to block Black Lives Matter, but y'all letting them really be out here freely and just adding police for security reasons. I'm like, you ain't trying to make them go home
on the Palmetto. They sitting down. And another thing that's a problem, and I understand the passion behind the protest, but a lot of unintended consequences happen because you don't realize. I mean, if someone is having a heart attack and need to get to the hospital, that's a problem. So now you're blocking the highways and people can't do the things that they need to be. So it's a lot to it. I mean, I support people's right to protest, and across the board. But it just can't be selective about how you're going to enforce laws. Because you see Governor DeSantis. This cat is at it's like a political opportunity for him because he's at one of those places down in Little Havana. I mean, you got the whole Democrat, Republican, everyone of Cuban descent gathered together, coming of a unified front. You know what I'm saying? And Governor DeSantis is there, so he's it's a lot to it, man. It's a lot to it.
Right.
I just don't want the Haitian story to get lost in the midst of everything, because that tends to be what happens. I don't want to get the situation in Haiti to get lost as a result.
Man, that's super duper crazy, and it's mind blowing, man. I just try not to speak too much on it because I got partners that's Haitian, I got partners from other places, and I got my family is Cuba too. You know what I mean? Like my engineer, my brother, Gold, shout out to him. So I get to learn a lot more about the Cuban culture just because of that alone, man. Well, not that alone, but that's just one of the reasons why I'm trying to watch what I say because I'm kind of stuck on the fence. I can't lie, It sucks though, man. It sucks. What you saying is
freedoms law, the freedoms we trying to give other people, we still don't really have in total. You know what I'm saying?
God. That's why I can't even. I don't really want to talk on that because I'm gonna go in real deep, and that's why it's touchy to me because all the laws, all the rules that come up for black people that we've been fighting for, they throw them off the desk. Throw them off the desk. Nope, this ain't passed. This ain't passed. Watch how fast they slide something in to take care of Cuban people or get involved in their little country. And it sucks, man, because you got this black skin and this black blood long before this woman that's on my shoulder right now, whose birthday is tomorrow. Man, listen, man. That lady was fighting for a long time too. And you mean to tell me my great grandma was 100 years old and she ain't even lived to see it? And here it is. We're from here. I don't want to hear all that. Oh, they from Africa? Nah. We was born here. You know what I'm saying? So when are y'all gonna take care of y'all own?
Yeah,
but you know, that's a whole nother topic. I know we finna go into some videos and come back to the guests, but I did want to say presentation, bro. Again, I want to say presentation, man. Shout out to Poor Rich. You see what the name is? Poor Rich right here. Man, I love this whole box. They got their own box, their own style. On this side, it says middle class doesn't exist. I like that, bro. I see that they've been doing a lot of things with the big homie Rick Ross. There it goes right there. Middle class doesn't exist. So, man, shout out to them for sending me this. And I'm definitely going to rock this, man. I ain't rock it tonight because I had to represent. But y'all see that, man. It's that real deal. And it's some quality, too, man. I'm gonna open this when we get back from break. Everything about it, man. Look, y'all got to look at the seal. Yeah, man. We taking callers right now. What's good?
Hey, you feel me? Hey, man, they call me Kate. Hello?
Hey, how you doing? Remember to keep it clean, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, check it out, man. Hey, why that brother on the mic, you say, trying to drive our Latino brothers right now, man?
You say what?
The brother that's on that mic right now, he over there, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like he talking bad about the Cuban people, man.
Nah, he's not talking bad. No. Don't get it wrong. Listen to what I just said. I say, just like my partners is Cuban, so it's a touchy subject. Because a lot of black people, we don't get that
right,
kind of support.
Don't you see what's going on right now?
Oh, I know what's going on. I just was in the middle.
In Haiti right now, and what's going on in Cuba, and what's going on around the world right now, man. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be uniting everybody, cuz.
Yeah, we uniting. But I need you to listen. Just listen. I'm listening to you. I want you to listen.
Nah, you throwing shots right now, man. You throwing shots right now.
No, we're not throwing shots. I need you to listen.
You talk about the protest, right? You talk about the protest, why the police ain't messing with the Cubans, but you don't see the Cubans in our black community burning down buildings and causing, you know what I'm saying, ruckus, man. They just got me laying down.
How you figure that?
Hello? Me, how I figure that? I watch news. I'm from Dade County, from Opalaka, cuz. I got Cuban homeboys. Now, they ain't out there, you know what I'm saying, breaking nobody's house and nothing like that, or burning down stuff. They just out there, you know what I'm saying, times, you know what I'm saying, nothing. You can't compare Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying, like that, man. Come on, dog.
Yes, you can.
We ran them out. Listen, man, we ran them out of our city, dog.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm letting you talk, but I want you to listen. You gonna listen?
Go ahead.
So what's being said is, when Black Lives Matter was doing their thing and protesting, no drama, no fights, no nothing, they were being shot at. A couple people from Black Lives Matter was murdered by that young white boy who came from Louisiana or Indiana. That got overshadowed. They gave him his guns back. They let him go. They let him get out of jail, and he murdered about 3 people. Listen. I need you to listen though. So what I'm telling you respectfully, I don't have a lot of time to address it, but we ain't throwing shots. My homeboys is Cuban. My homeboys is Haitian. What I'm telling you is, it got to be fair across the board. When they came up with those rules for Black Lives Matter, they can't not use the rules when it comes for this protest. It goes for all protests. Listen. Jesse, how we doing? Because that signal cutting out and in, and I want to speak on this Poor Rich situation.
We ready?
All right, so check this. Before we go to a video, we'll touch back on that topic probably when I got my guests on, but we got to watch time because I know he's pulling up. This is Poor Rich. They got air fresheners. I showed you that they got the hats. I love how the box is set up. But poor rich, he's basically saying that the middle class doesn't exist. It's just one class. And I like this, man. I like for what they stand for. Hey, man, listen. Let's cut to some videos. That's why I say that's a touchy topic. We could talk about it all night long. Shouts to that brother. You know, but let's play some video. Yo, you know who it is. You know where it's at. You know what's going down. This is Video Mix, hottest station in South Florida and now in Oakland, California on channel 60.3. So salute to them. Oh, I didn't say this. Shout out to Bay Girls Hustle Hard. You see what I'm wearing? I look like I'm above the rim. You see it. You see it. So I can leave right now and play basketball against anybody. Yes, I will probably lose. But it don't matter. I look good losing. Because it's all about what Bay Girls Hustle Hard got me looking like. You feel me? So salute to y'all, man. Out there in Oakland. We're going to link up with them when we go on the West Coast, man. Listen. Oh, yeah. Shot to St. Petersburg got us locked in. Winsboro got us locked in. Tampa. Joe. What's good, Joe? That's my barber. You got to tighten me up. Man, let's go to my guest, man. Let's do it. Maybach music.
Hey, you about did it better than Shorty, huh?
Hey, after you gave me the history of that, I've been laughing ever since. Bro, like, hey, hold on. Let me say this. I don't care how much you think you know, you still can learn something else.
Straight up.
Hey, listen, Young Breed. First off, I appreciate you for finding time in your busy schedule to tap in with me. That's first off. Second off, it ain't just rap with me and you, man. You really somebody I like a lot. We known each other for a long time, long enough for if we was in the club and somebody talking crazy, get that real.
Yeah, we got it. It got to go down.
Find out later. Go down. You gonna find out later though, cause you gonna be like, what Chaos was in the fight? And they gonna be like, Chaos with Maybach music? Nah. He act like it. Hey, but, all right, so listen, let me start over. Cause I done forgot we on TV, me and you vibing. Hey, I know you know the rules. Yeah, I know you know the rules, but I'm telling you anyway. No drugs, no liquor, no profanity, and we good from there.
For sure.
Listen. So the name Young Breed, I don't think I ever asked you this, but if I did, I'm asking you again. Tell my fans what this name came from, or go ahead.
We're gonna break it all the way down. Cause first of all, I gotta thank Video Mix, you know what I'm saying, and everybody over there holding me down. I've been watching Video Mix since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to know how long Video Mix has been creating a platform for Miami. Just our underground local scene, everything, and putting us on a bigger platform. So I just want to say thank you for Video Mix giving the opportunity. Now it rooted into the question you was asking, because you said where I got the name Young Breed from, and it's actually from one of my old group members, the Co-defendants. If anybody been following my career, y'all know I was in a group called Co-defendants.
Right.
And in that group consisted of a half a Piccolo, Vito, Titanic, and actually my blood cousin Yoko. And y'all Video Mix used to spin a video, Piccolo featuring Yoko, No Breaks, every day after school. And Yoko was the one who gave me the name Young Breed. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it in one of my raps, and he was like, that's your name right there. That's what you gonna tell me. So that's where it come from, and it's just crazy how it's linked in to Video Mix. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, real talk. That's real history right there.
I know you 100 years. I never knew that story.
Straight up.
So look, you originally from Carol City, or what? How that work?
I'm originally from Carol City. You feel me? That's where I grew up at, the northern area, uptown, all that. That's my hood. That's my hood. You know, I love them people to death. Now my old girl and my grandma, they from out the city, over town. So that's why people sometimes get confused. I got a lot of family. Like my whole family is spread out through the whole Miami. You feel me? So
Right.
that's where people might get confused and be like, man, I thought you were from the city, or, you know, I went to school in the city, I went to school in Overtown. So, you know, I'm just well rounded when it comes to Miami. And, you know, I got a lot of associates, a lot of friends, a lot of family in different areas. But home is Carol City, you feel me?
Right. So you said co-defendants, because that's originally how I seen you like really tearing the city up, and y'all was super active, boy. Like y'all, like, to me, y'all another NWA Poison Clan to me.
Got you.
So how did that part of your career start? Like, you were solo first, or how that work?
Again, that's my cousin, man. Shout out to Yoko. You know what I mean? Like, he used to come through, you know, because I was a big fan of his when it came to the music. I was a big fan of his, so he'll come through. I'm like, man, my cousin here, man. You know, he rap with Piccolo, and at the time, you know, I'm trying to do my music thing, so he'll come through, hear my music and stuff, and I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? I put a record together. Vito No Shake came through and jumped on it. And after that, and he seen what I did and how I worked, and then pressed up my CDs, and I went out there. And, you know, you knew the hustle. You know the hustle, KR.
Right.
So
Right.
when he saw what I was doing at a young age, you know, I'm 14, 15 at the time. You know what I mean? When he seen that, he was just like, man, I got something on the table for us, man. And he brought us to the table and was like, man, we about to do a group called Co-defendants, man. I'm the youngest member, and we finna turn up. And man, it been history ever since. You know what I mean?
It's so crazy because if I dig deep enough, I'm like, I got like a little DJ in my blood. If I dig deep enough, I bet you I could find that cover with y'all with looking like. I think y'all had the mug shots or something like that.
Yeah. We had to. Yeah. It was a lineup.
Yeah.
It was a lineup.
Right.
It was a co-defendant lineup.
Yeah. Cause it's so long ago. But I remember it was something I was like, I liked them, bro. And then when I kept seeing you, I was like, to me, I just felt like, even now, I feel like you're one of the most underrated lyricists here. And then I like to watch you work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind sitting on the sidelines. Even though I play football, you play football, like, I don't mind sitting in the bleachers. You know what I mean? And everybody don't know how to do that.
I don't know if you mind me sharing this, but, you know, I'm just big on paying homage. You know what I'm saying? So around the time after the co-defendant situation, I just want to fast forward a little bit. After the co-defendant situation, when I started going into my solo effort and I was doing all my solo music, Chaos in the group grind mode, shout out McCleasy, shout out Hunger, these guys invited me on the road to go open up for them when they were the biggest artists at the time coming out of our city. And y'all guys opened a huge platform for me to be able to get on those stages, because I believe we was at a core DJ retreat in New Orleans. And every spot we went into, I promise, I don't even know if you remember this. Every spot we went into, bro, you came and grabbed me and said, go ahead, man, you can open up. Go ahead, man, give them your music. Go ahead, man, do what you got to do. And that right there, to me, that I held that deep and close to my heart for a long take, because that's called opportunity. That's called somebody giving you a chance. And I promise you, back then, I know y'all didn't know the music. Y'all didn't know the music. Y'all was just giving me an opportunity. So, you know what I mean? I got to pay homage for that and let you know you are a part of what my career became. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And even like, and I appreciate, I get that back to you, bro, because you know I always been a fan, and it's always been mutual with me and you. Like, it ain't no cap. Like, whatever I say behind your back, I can say it to your face. You hear me?
Straight up.
Like, uncut raw. But I always been a fan, bro. And some of y'all make me mad. Like, you one that make me mad, because I be like, I want him to win so bad. I want. You know what? Let me say this. Watch this. The same way it was then is the same way now. I be having an attitude, because you know how you see like a lot of people winning. Be like, bruh, y'all understand why I be going crazy about Breed, because he a killer for real. Like, when you set him in the booth, bruh, it's only a few that I just feel like when they go in the studio, I could lock the door, seal it. I'm talking about Gorilla Glue that thing.
What's gonna come out of there. You know.
Yeah, like you was like, all you need is production, whatever little extra accessories, and you a killer, bro. Like I look at you, how I look at like I look at you the same way I look at like a Mike Smith or like the Tricks and the Lil Waynes of the world. Like I got a chance to see y'all work. Like even what it was like a couple weeks ago when you were working with one of my artists, I'm telling him he don't really know you, but I say, dog, Breed is a killer. Like he gonna get in here and boy, I don't care if you put 11 songs on, all he gonna do is roll. And I'm telling you what he gonna do. And dog, he kept talking about you later on. He was like, bruh, I'm a fan. That's what he told me. Cause he was like, I believe anything you tell me. Yeah, man. So I remember some of that. I do remember New Orleans. Yeah. Because that was in an era that I was feeling like, don't just look at grind mode for just I need you to understand Bizzle is different. I was trying to do the Avengers thing. Bizzle is like this, Breed is like this. Yeah. Yeah, like people like Iceberg. Iceberg wasn't really on a roll like that, but I was like, bruh, let me help you get jumping in Pensacola, Panama City, stuff like that, because y'all ain't popping in Alabama in that pocket, and they love us. Yeah. But I need them to know that it's more than just grind mode, because we was the biggest. Even like when we went to New York, we was like, no, you need to look at Ball Greasy. This dude got a song that's similar like ours. Briscoe. Like, I was making it a package, not just bro. Like.
You was.
Yeah, I was trying.
It, bro. I witnessed it, and I actually was able to reap some of the benefits off of that. So that's why I say I had it. Even if you forgot, because us doing so many things and helping so many people, it does get washed under the rug because it's just what we do. We do it genuinely from the heart. So we don't be looking for the homage and the payback. So I want to be the one to stop the show and say, hey, man, I appreciate it, man. That really stuck with me. I learned a lot from that, and it molded me into the artist I am today. You know what I mean?
Man, that mean a lot, bro. I appreciate that, man, for real. And you just said something that's law. Like, I don't never like come back with no invoices on. Oh yeah, you did this. So I ain't never been that kind of guy. I could die right now and I'm cool. You know what I mean? I probably had a bigger smile on my face because as long as I'm doing like what Tupac say, I might not like, reach this level, but I'm a spark the brains of those who gonna reach this level or this level. Because I'm pretty sure and Nipsey Hussle done said the same thing about Tupac, and somebody else gonna say that about Nipsey Hussle and so on and so forth. That's what we put here. Yeah. Like, and you done blessed me in a lot of ways just by like even winning alone, bro. Like when I see that, even the whole Maybach situation, I say, ooh, it's a chicken wrap, boy. It's a wrap. The homie in there. Yeah. So whether you the biggest or the medium, whatever your situation even is with a Maybach music, I look at it like, at least you ain't at no open mic somewhere like struggling to make somebody hear you, because we could both be on that page.
Right.
That's just me being honest, bro. So now we gonna fast forward again. The Maybach situation, I brought it up. For those who don't know, you on Maybach music. Ross is so in love with you. I think you on his Christmas list and a couple other more lists, because I've been seeing you a lot. Yeah. So how did that happen? Like y'all was at Wingstop together, or you was at Checkers, and then how that happened?
Right. Okay, look. So this how this go, man. Shout out all my people over there at MMG, man. Long live Black Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Nut. Everybody who really started the foundation of MMG, and how that worked was basically Gunplay, Torch. Y'all know that's Triple C's all day. That's where it really started from, Triple C's. And me, Gunplay was that's who my partner, Gunplay and Torch. Like, we was in the studio, so much work, just on the strength of them doing features for me. He let me get on his songs. And what ended up happening, Ross already knew me from the hood. Ross already knew me, little young nigga running around the hood. You know what I mean? So when he developed that and he saw what was going on with us doing shows, inviting me to certain shows, we building a rapport. He just kind of like, when the timing was right, when he was ready to introduce his imprint, MMG, as a solo artist, he brung us along. He brought me to the table. At first he just signed me as a solo artist. He was like, yo, we got to text, me and my text in the middle of the day. We had no idea what was going on. We just got a text that said Young Breed, Maybach Music. And,
Right.
my team went crazy. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Everybody like, yo, Ross just text. Ross just text. I'm like, and the
Now,
funny,
at any point of that text message, you be like, did he mean to text somebody else? Like,
listen, this what I was gonna tell you. This is the funniest part of the situation.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Booby. Shout out Booby Dread, man, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
Booby
that's
was the
fair.
one who really, like, like middleman to play for me. You know what I mean? So him and Ross was more in contact than actually me and Ross was. We was coming to the studio working, but Booby was the one really like middleman in the play. And what happened was, I guess he gave Ross my number one day without me knowing. And I got a text, and bro, it's so crazy. I thought the text was from somebody else. I thought it was, at first he called me.
That's funny.
He called me. I declined the call because I thought I knew the number. I declined the call. Then I texted him and was like, what's good? And he was like, what it do? Where you at? I'm like, man, I'm in the trap. Because I'm thinking it's my people. I'm thinking it's my homie. And I'm like, I'm in the trap. That dog, Ross texted back and said, all right, do your thing. And just left it like that. And I'm like,
right.
When I talked to the person who I thought it was later on, he was like, bro, I ain't never text you. Booby let me know later on, like, bro, you was texting Ross. I'm like, oh man, I'm tripping. But we ended up, getting it right. Everything was cool. We went to the studio, dropped a few records, and as that time went on, in the next couple months, I got a urgent call to come meet them at the spot. I went over to the studios, and that's when we came up with Breed being the youngest member of Triple C's, man, and it just been history ever since. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Shout out to Case 100 and all these other people that's on my live, man. I'm into y'all, but I'm into this story.
Case was on that ride with me too. You heard me? Case was on that ride with me too. Case was there from the beginning, man. That's another big artist I look up to that always showed me love, man. Shout out Case 100.
Man, shout out to Case, man. I'm just happy to see him doing his thing. But yeah, that's a funny story, bro, because it's like opportunity call your phone and you send it the voicemail.
Oh, man, I was tripping.
Bro, but you ain't know.
I ain't know.
That's funny. That's too funny, bro.
God made the stars align, so it still went down.
Right. I'm glad he'd be like, man, he already too difficult to deal with. He won't even pick up my call.
That's how I was thinking. When I found out, I was thinking that I'm like, oh, I hope this man don't think I'm playing. Like, come on.
Right.
So,
right.
But it worked out. It worked out.
So listen, I know we got to get to some videos. I ain't got a lot of time with you, but I'm a probably go to some videos. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk a little bit more. Don't go nowhere.
Got you. We locked in, baby. Y'all already know.
From this $1 billion business. Well, I mean it. Well, I'm trying to get me $1 billion business. Boy, that's the goal. The $1 million business is the goal still, but I need $1 billion business. I'm on with Breed talking about. Hey man, listen, I got some crazy news. My next guest, his son just broke his arm. So that ain't funny. I gotta watch what I say and do on this show, because people be calling into my show mad. This is not the show to be angry on, man. It's too much love on here. What I'm laughing at is how crazy stuff be happening, and I have to fix it. Jesse has to fix it. So yeah, man. Hey, let's talk back to Young Breed, man. That's crazy.
What's poppin'?
Yeah, that dude say he on the way to the emergency office. I mean, emergency to the hospital because his son just broke his arm. My next guest, he mad right now. These kids be doing the worst and the most, bruh.
Wow.
Like, bruh, that's hey, I'm laughing.
You can't predict that.
Listen, I'm laughing because every time I tell Jesse about a story, I can't make it up. Like I done had from domestic violence happen to one of my guests right before she come on.
Man.
So like I done had car accidents happen, people get arrested. I'll be like, bruh. So when people make it to my show like you, I'll be like, well, nothing happened to Young Breed today. I'll be like,
real talk.
He
We
made
blessed, man. We blessed. Hey, we blessed. You hear
I
me?
said, well, Young Breed had a good day because he showed up. Hey, I said, boy,
real talk, boy.
I don't know if it's a hex on my show or whatever, bro. We go. I started.
Do that.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But listen. Listen. I started my show off by singing gospel. So you finna end this. Listen. What's your favorite gospel song? I always make somebody sing. What's your favorite gospel song in the whole world?
Silver and Gold.
Sing it. I want to hear it.
I can't sing it. Sing it?
Nah,
I don't even remember
everybody
how it
gotta sing.
I just know I love
I'd rather
silver.
have Jesus more than silver and gold.
Yeah, it's something like I gotta hear it. Once I hear it, I can go in on it. I gotta hear it. That might be one of my favorites.
God, Breed. Now I don't even remember. It's like the fame and fortune. Something like that. I'd rather have Jesus
than silver
and gold. Oh, I can't remember nothing else. Hey man, shout out to that. And you know why? Because I ain't heard that song in so long. I don't remember.
What I'm trying to tell you. That's one of my favorites, man. That's how
So because that's your favorite, here go my next question. You can still be manly when you answer this. Do it make you want to cry?
Listening. I can't say it made me want to cry. I'm not a crying type. I'm not real emotional. But it touched me though. It definitely had me in deep thought. It had me in meditation. You know what I mean? I'm thankful. It made me realize what I'm thankful for. The other stuff, it also made me see what's minor in life. You know what I'm saying? The things that I might complain about, I got no business complaining about. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what gospel music do to me, man. It just level me down, bring me back to earth, humble me. You know what I mean? And make me really be appreciative for the things that I do have, that I know people will probably die for and kill for. You know what I mean? So
Right. Even some of the little things that you got that's around you right now. That's amazing that you saying that, because I've been talking to a couple people that's why you see me post that about depression and suicide. Like, y'all need to get somewhere and talk to somebody or whatever, because you never know what somebody going through. And I said that because I said this on my show a couple weeks ago, how my homegirl, her son killed himself this year. And he just turned 16, but yeah, it's like you can't fix that, bro. Like once that happened. And I done talked to the little homie years ago when he was younger, and he was under a lot of peer pressure, but you just don't see that part coming, man. So,
you don't see it coming.
What you saying is, like what you saying is deeper than what you know. Like you might want you might be in a 6-bedroom right now, and you might want the 9-bedroom. Yeah, that's the goal, but it's somebody praying for a 2-bedroom right now, bro. Because they know because they know they got 4 kids. If I could just put 2 bunk beds in this one and 2.
Somebody in the worst situation. There's always somebody in the worst situation than you. And and I think if people walk with that in mind and talk with that in mind, we'll be dealing with a better cycle of things going on around us. You know what I mean? If people really took heed to that. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like, you know what I mean?
And something that you said too, man, like about prioritize was this too. Old head told me this, and I kind of live by it every time I start getting annoyed or stressed out. He say, man, if you had 24 hours to live, your priority's gonna change. I promise. Everything that you worry about right now, like this. If he said you got 24 hours to live, even 7 days to live, bro, like, and they say they gave you 7 days, trust me, everything that you worry about right now, you gonna restructure your schedule, what you gonna focus on and everything, man.
That's facts. Yeah, that's facts right there. Better believe it.
Yeah, man. So man, that hit home. So now, I'm quoting you now about the $1 billion business.
Talk to me.
business is something that you done played around with. I always try to talk to some of my artists about this, man, that's been on my show, because, you know, I need them to hear it out your mouth that it ain't just by rap, because as long as I know you always into something else, bro, that's another thing I admire about you, because you keep your hands in a lot of things, and you always look like you're doing something that fits you. So on the topic of business, how important is it to have something else going on just in, you know, aside from music?
I think it's vital, especially right now with so many doors and ways that are open for people. And I don't want to just put that on what I experienced and how I came up and learned it. If you was a fan of music and a fan of hip hop, you seen some of your favorite entertainers, some of your favorite rappers switch over the movie lane. They might switch over and go to the entrepreneur lane where they selling the product. Somebody might do this. So that was always something that caught my eye. Then you know, just to put more icing on the cake, you know, I came up under Rick Ross. Like this the ultimate hustler. Dog don't stop until you know, it gotta be business. Like everything we doing, he telling me like, yo, if we going to a photo shoot, if we about to do a photo shoot, he like, why it's just a photo shoot? We supposed to be shooting a video too. And you could do a blog too. And he gave me that mind frame of don't ever take one opportunity and use it for one opportunity. You better make multiple things happen. You better make multiple things happen. You know what I'm saying? So that stuck with me. When that stuck with me, that showed me another way to hustle. Like, yo, I ain't just finna do music because I could form to do something else. I could sell a product. I could do this. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really gave me the motivation to make sure my hands is always in something else, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta have something else to fall back on. But the music is my sole platform to help all the endeavors, all those other investments and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's probably better that way though, because Bree, that keep you from going to the bank so much to get a loan here, a loan there, because you can actually be the investment that you don't have to pay back. Like if you can get a loan, that's cool, but sometimes it's better to be self-sufficient.
Self-made, baby. That's what we own.
Right. And y'all stamp that word self-made. I ain't gonna lie. And again, I say it's just enjoyable to see everybody from the Rosses on down or the Rosses on up to see y'all come from, you know what I mean? Because I remember when I was selling CDs in traffic on 441 and 183rd and my magazine when I owned a magazine with Shawar, like, and I kept running across dog. This is before the big Ross. I'm talking about the 745 Ross, you know what I mean? Back when we was on open mics, and that one thing he done brought up too, like, bro, like you ain't never let up, bro. Like you really be like staying at it. Like, you know, I love when I see Ross too, man, because it be that respect there, that mutual respect there, bro. So, man, I know you done got so many jewels from him, bro. Like, what's another jewel that you feel like you done got from Ross?
The best, well, you know, I got plenty of jewels. The one that I believe stuck with me the most was him telling me consistency is everything. He told me this when we was in New York. We was in New York and we was actually just stopping to get a bite to eat. And this was around the first time when I was introduced to Trippies, and you know what I mean? I'm on the road for the first time with the fellas. And what happened was, we actually stopped somewhere to grab something to eat. And Gunplay got out the van. And bro, the people went crazy. Like it was just people everywhere. Gunplay. And Ross looked at me and said, "You next. Like, don't worry about it. You next." And I ain't understand what he meant. And he must be saw the look on my face like I ain't really understand what he meant. And then he was like, "Listen, consistency is everything." He was like, "All you gotta do is keep working." He said, because he was like, "I'm gonna be gray in the face 90 years old is over, and I'm gonna turn around and say, huh?" I say, yeah. He said, yeah, man, it's consistency. It's all about consistency. And it, you know, it's been a proven fact. I done did my trial and errors, and I know what consistency brings. You know what I mean? So that's the jewel that stuck with me, and I carry that to this day. If I do something, I'm gonna be consistent with it, and I'm gonna be determined, and I'm gonna look for the results. You know what I mean?
Right, right. That's a good one. Cause I mean, one thing about it, bro, like with what you saying, like I ain't winning everything I did, but dog, even now, cause I've been on Clubhouse a lot again lately. And you know,
Okay.
it's crazy how I get to see a lot of them seeds that was planted 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Cause every room I
Right.
walk in, it ain't just about, oh yeah, that's the dude from Grimo. It's like, hey, I don't know if you remember, bruh, but you had gave my niece a book bag, da 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 da. So
Right.
like when you
Right.
and I was saying that to some young heads in the room a couple of days ago, I say, bro, sometimes like when you really consistent, your name gonna speak enough or speak loud enough for other people to speak for you. So I
Yeah.
ain't gotta go in the room and just give up a whole resume. By the time I say, oh yeah, oh that, man, hold up, that's Chaos all the way down there. Man, I remember when Chaos came up here, he performed in, Alabama, man, they had did this and he had gave these girls, da da da, and stuff I do be forgetting because I'm not keeping track, bro. I ain't writing nothing
Right.
down.
Right.
Sometimes I go off feelings like I'm emotionally tied to people, man, because I really love people. I don't care where you from, what you representing, man. Like I just love people, dog. So
True.
it come
True.
off natural. Like I forget a lot, bro, but yeah, that consistency, man, it come back. I done heard that from Nas. I done heard that from a lot of people that I deal with. They like, man, you
Consistency,
kept at
man.
it like every day. Yeah, like, and people see it because you're not gonna win with everything.
You're
But
not. You're not.
ultimately, I think somebody said that about LeBron or something like that.
Mm.
He like, listen, man, I might have made just say 80,000 shots in the NBA, but I missed 4 million.
Mm.
But then it's about the consistency.
It's
Nobody talks
about the
about.
consistency.
There ain't no stat saying, oh, but he missed 700,000 shots,
No.
but he
No.
made 60,000.
That's what
You feel me?
they're gonna talk about. They're gonna talk about the made shots. That's what matters. That's why you gotta be
Right,
consistent. Even with this music, bro, I tell people all the time because it's a lot of artists that, and I don't knock them for that or nothing. But it's those that roll over one day and say, hey, I could do this. I could be a rapper. And,
right,
it's no problem with that. But you got to be consistent and you got to believe in yourself. Because once you drop this music and you don't get the results you're looking for, now you discouraged. Now you disappointed. Now
right,
you saying you looking for somebody to blame. That's why a lot of stuff be going on with our underground scene and stuff like that. Everybody, they picking people to be mad at. Y'all want to be mad with the promoters. Y'all want to be mad with the DJs. Y'all even get mad with the engineers. You know what I'm saying? But it's
right,
about consistency, man. You can't think when you drop this record, you gonna drop the everybody ain't Soldier Boy. Everybody ain't Jay-Z. Everybody ain't Iceberg.
that's for real.
So
Right,
so all everybody got their own road to travel. And when it come to this, you gotta be consistent.
right. I know Jesse always got some questions in his head, so I'm gonna let him ask what
Of
he got to
course.
ask before I ask these last couple questions. So Jesse, man, talk to him.
I want to say thank you, man. You handed out some flowers earlier in the interview, bro, and I really appreciate that because sometimes we be in here, Video Mix I've been in here grinding for many years, and sometimes we don't
Yes.
don't really hear that feedback from the viewers. So when you say that, man, that's
Nah,
something nice.
I had to, man. I grew up, y'all raised me, man. Y'all raised me.
So that made me feel good. It made me also think about the first time I met Ronnie VOP. He's like, yo, I used to call into Video Mix. I record. I'm like, man, it just make you feel good because
Nah,
we touch
it's
people's
a part of
life.
our youth, man. It's a part of our history, man.
I,
Video Mix is a part of our Miami history,
Wow.
man.
I really appreciate hearing that because sometimes you just be in the lab working, just trying to keep the lights on and
Right,
trying to do those things, man. But I
right.
definitely appreciate that, man. And also just hearing some of the jewels you have picked up, along the way from Ross, man. Because to see the brother ascend to the heights where he at, but still seem like
Word.
he still seem like he's not satisfied. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's
Still
still
seem like he
grinding.
still got that
Yeah,
got
it's
the
still grinding.
and that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
I
still
really I love that.
hustle time.
I love that, and then one thing that tripped me out. I was looking real closely at the Go video as it was on. It's like, yo, y'all had Nicki Minaj just as like a little, like she was just in the video more of as a background piece. She ain't had no she ain't had no verse, no nothing, but she was in there. I know that
Nah,
was
it was
early
That's
Nas.
on.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we was in that video. It was vibes in
so
there,
that
man.
was dope, man.
Yeah.
So I definitely just want to salute you, man, for all the hard work you're doing and just keeping your nose to the grindstone and working hard. That's something that I think me and K. I think that's one thing that attracted me to Chaos. I just love people that work hard. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your craft might be, if you work hard and committed, man, I just find a way. I find an attraction to people that work hard, bro. So I just want to salute you on that, man, and just encourage you to keep going. We just opened up a new market out in the Bay, so we're real excited about being out in Oakland, San Francisco, that whole vibe. So, but we taking Miami with us. We trying to cross pollinate. We trying to introduce Miami to the Bay as we introduce ourselves, because we're part of the fabric of the scene down here. So we're just trying to expand it out. So not everybody made the cut, but a lot of artists made the cut, and they're gonna be on the air out there in Cali, man. So I wish you the best along your way, my brother.
Thank you, Jesse, man. We appreciate you, man. As always, love.
Thank you, sir.
And whatever clean videos you got, man, you need to make sure we got them. If we don't have them, so that way.
Over. You already know I'm sending them over. I got you.
So we can run that. We spoke about businesses earlier. I can't even be done with this until we speak on this, because everybody seen me wear the shirt. I wore the shirt like about 3 episodes ago, Southern High.
Right.
And
I shouted it out.
I just wanted you to touch on it.
I seen it.
Yeah, just speak on that a little bit. I know Florida is still, we in the medical phase, but on the West Coast, respectfully, we stuck on the fence right now, because it's like, like on the West Coast, they all the way open. Yeah. So speak on that the best way you can with the whole.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Right. Okay, what's going on here? Southern High, y'all might have seen Chaos for sure a couple weeks ago. He definitely he been telling me, get me a shirt so I can rep. And I tried to make that happen as soon as I could. Southern High is basically, that's my brand that I created. Shout out Cash, shout out DBD. Those are my partners, you know what I'm saying? And we came up with basically a cannabis brand, because the thing about the cannabis world down here in South Florida is it's already it's like you said, it's in the medical processes. It's in the process of the paperwork and everything. It's damn near legal. But what's going on is I just wanted to get a foot out there first. I wanted to get on top of it before the transition. So to make sure I brand my
that's a screensaver. That's my screensaver.
I wanted them to I just want people to be familiar and let them know I'm branding. I'm Canna branding. I'm a part of a lot of Miami sesh parties, and what those sesh parties consist of they're just underground parties where basically the cannabis is almost like a book fair. It's like a book fair for cannabis. You know what I mean? People.
That's what it reminded me of when I right. That's what it feel like.
It's like a book fair for cannabis. People come out there, they promote their brands, they do a lot of different things. So I'm heavily invested into that world. You know what I'm saying? I participate in cannabis regardless. So just like you said, you said earlier, like, yo, I always notice you're into something that fits you. So this was something that I already, participated in. This was an extracurricular activity for me regardless. So if with me doing the sesh parties, and I frequent out west, I know a lot of vendors, I know a lot of growers that actually do canna branding. And with that being said, I just took a liking to it, and I said, man, you know what? I want to show the world that we are about to get ready to go into a cannabis phase in the South where it's legal, the same way they doing over in Cali and Michigan and other places as such. So I'm just really trying to get my foot out there ahead of the game before everybody catch on to it down here first. But it's definitely widespread and it's catching fast. So yeah, man, I'm heavily invested into the canna world. You know what I mean?
Right. And a question to attach on that too, bro, is from the last 5-10 years since you've been slightly involved, but now your business involved, like, do you feel like it's getting better, like when it comes to Miami or Florida, when it comes to like not looking at it like it's a AK-47 when they see cannabis, like it used to feel threatening.
Now I think it's getting way better. Like, for people that's not that doesn't know, So right now in Miami-Dade County, they passed the law where the smell of cannabis can't be probable cause for them to search a car. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
wow.
Yeah. So if an officer was to pull you over and they say, "Oh, I want to search your car because I smell," before that used to be probable cause. They could definitely
Right,
make you, give you orders to get out the car, and they could search your car, without your consent,
right.
just because they said they smelt it. So they just passed
Wow.
that law, and that all that's telling me is they're getting ready to ease up off the other laws. You know what I mean? Like right now, you can even if the police was to pull over right now and catch them with cannabis, it has to be over 28 grams for them to actually prosecute you or something like that. Other than that, you're gonna get a PTA to appear in court, or they might just tell you go on about your business and throw it out. But
Mm,
that I'm
right,
just giving people that I'm not nobody to make no criminal acts. I'm just letting y'all know they're easing up on the laws because I feel like it's already about to be legal. So they easing up
right,
on all those restrictions they used to have and stuff like that. And that's a serious situation because you got people right now, I'm talking about right now at this very moment,
right,
that's incarcerated and locked up for the same stuff that a person might be actually inside of a building, a corporation, and they're selling it. And the same thing that these people are incarcerated for, you got people making millions of dollars off. So that's a big
right,
fight that's going on right now. Like that got something to do with justice reform and everything like that. So I want people to, if you are interested, man, y'all pay close attention, man. Y'all need to follow that, because that's another avenue and that's something they trying to block us from getting to. And it's a lot of injustice going on behind it. So that's another reason
right.
why I'm really, really heavily
Wow.
invested into it. You know what I mean?
Right. We did me and Trick had a show a couple years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
I never thought, it's crazy how much stuff you learn because you done taught me a lot tonight, bro, man. I appreciate you.
Right, right.
Um me and Trick had a concert a couple years ago with DJ GQ, and boy, they paid real nice. Shout out to the cannabis world.
Shout
Boy,
out for real.
I remember that chick. But listen, what I was gonna say was it was a young lady there getting petitions and making people sign because she was saying like in a lot of different cities, African Americans always get the little crumbs
Right.
and when it comes to getting the dispensaries and things of that nature. And I never thought about that, but she was like, yeah, man, when it comes to like even cannabis loans, all these other, races
They
get
give
in
them up.
easily with no problems. And now it's like they
They
trying to
give
hold
us
us
a
back
hard
long
time.
enough. So when it becomes recreational here, they'll be like, oh, okay, all the other people done got it. Now y'all can get the crumbs. And then
Now
we're
y'all
like
can get it. Yeah.
6%, 3% of
Yes.
the people that
Yes.
own either dispensaries or licenses. And she was
Yep.
breaking that down. I thought that was so interesting. And that's why
Yep.
when you said that, it triggered a nerve. Because I was like, man, I remember little mama, like, I signed something for it. And she was going through
Right.
line for line. She was like, we gotta really fight this now.
Gotta
Because in the
fight.
next
Yeah. Yeah.
less than 8 years from now, we're going to have recreational. Because they're
Yes.
starting to ease it in. That's why we have so many different medical spots right now. And I was like,
Spots
man,
right
that's
now.
crazy,
They
man.
easing it in,
Right.
right? And
Yeah.
what
So that
what she told you is very accurate because you can see as time goes on, they're easing up, and she's absolutely correct, bro. That's what's going on.
right. And then I remember when it felt like just the Wynwood was like the capital of, like, it's becoming the new California. But
Yes.
then now
Yes.
it's starting to breeze out. I'm seeing it in Kendall, medical
Yep.
doctor over here, yeah. And I'm
Yes.
like, that's crazy.
Everywhere.
And here it
Yep.
is. When you walk in the ratio look different. Like it ain't a lot of melanin in these spots. So we can't we ain't saying that it's all racist, but we're seeing it. So by the time it get in play, watch this, breed. You know what we gonna say? That those that are unaware, we gonna say, man, white people always got the money to do this.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. They be
Yeah.
redlining, no different than real estate.
No
Every other
different. Yeah.
world,
Yeah,
they
man.
block us out long enough, and then they boom, they ease they people in there.
Yeah,
But
man. It's
I
a
just
lot
want,
of it's a
I
lot of
want
a
to,
lot of race. It's a lot of race motivated agendas going on, man. Of course, we know.
right,
We know.
right, Right, man. So I'm glad you're in a position to learn that much and teach that much, because I promise, law-wise, you done kind of taught me some things, and then you answer some things that I was gonna ask, like, and I know ultimately they're gonna have to revisit, the situation of some of our kings that's locked up right now for them little petty charges. They're gonna have to revisit that.
Yeah, you done took providers away from families, you done took fathers, you done took brothers, you done took sons, and what's going on is it's not fair that you got people profiting off something that you got other people incarcerated for. That's not good. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I want to get back to the music. But watch this. Because you said something that triggers something again, because you saying like some people, get shaded for a situation that somebody else get a free pass for. Right. I had a caller call into my show earlier, and this ain't to throw no shot at him, but I'm using this as an example because I want to have a couple minutes for you to speak on this. Like, we looking at, I almost was late for my own show tonight because I've been in the car for 6 hours, bruh. I was trying to go down south to bring my grandma some money. She ain't got no cash app or nothing like that. So I'm trying to bring her some money. And I'm stuck in traffic for hours because, they protesting on the 826. So they blocked me that way. Then they blocked me through Havana. Then they blocked, bro, I've been blocked all the way. I ended up having to just make a U-turn to come back, bro. But long story short, it brought up the question of, because Jesse was saying, he probably could say it better than me, how when Black Lives Matter was protesting, and we ain't trying to make this a race thing, but we got to be honest, they was basically writing laws to block Black Lives Matter to say, oh, y'all can't, block the highway for medical reasons. Somebody like your auntie might have a heart attack and we can't get through it. So
our governor passed the law saying now, after the Black Lives protest and everything, our governor passed a law that basically said you can run over protesters now. You can run over protesters. It's illegal for them to protest. You can run over protesters without being legally, reprimanded for it or whatever the word is.
Right.
And that he passed that law, and it's crazy because they're not enforcing the law. That it's our Latino community that's protesting out there. You know what I mean? And all due respect to the people that's protesting and what y'all fighting for. We understand, we overstand, because we almost got to protest for everything we need, everything that we deserve, our rightful passage to things we got to protest for. So we understand the frustration, we understand your anger, but what's unfair is that it's people that they're not enforcing the laws due to y'all race, and it's just I think that's just ain't we throwing no shots at nobody. Y'all should understand. Y'all should sympathize with us more than anything, because y'all it's almost like y'all getting away with murder.
Right. And I wanted you to say that because it's being made like I'm a bully of Cubans, where all my homeboys Cuban and Haitian and whatnot. So we ain't taking no shots.
That's crazy, because where we come from, we live in Miami. This is a melting pot. This is a melting pot, man. Like, I wouldn't even believe you if you told me you didn't have a Spanish friend. I wouldn't believe you if you ever told me you haven't sat down at a Spanish friend's dinner table, because it's impossible with where we from. Where we from, we have no choice but to mesh with other ethnic backgrounds. Like, this is a melting pot. We got too many nationalities down here for us to even seem like we trying to be racist or we're trying to be unfair to another race. Like, I don't understand that. That's impossible.
Right. And that's what I was saying, but it was being misunderstood. But I just wanted to be heard and seen that we have to point it out sometimes, man. That ain't us nitpicking or nothing. We just saying, bro, y'all just came up with all these laws that y'all not abiding by. I don't see nobody getting pepper sprayed, tased, dragged off the highway, none of that. But if the roles were reversed, we would be being dragged off. They was running them all through Bayside. My memory is serving me correctly, man. Like, a lot of the police, I felt like they was not only enforcing, but they was antagonizing our people.
They were.
and
Of course they
right,
were.
and making it more dramatic than it was. But you know, to each his own, bro. Like I ain't here for the flukiness and drama.
Right.
We just
No,
was
of
speaking
course
on it.
not. Of course not. But that is something that should be touched on. It should be addressed, and we got to be fair about it. We gotta be fair about it. We all witnessed it. We all seen it, and you know what I mean. Like it just,
That's the word.
this the world we live in. This the
That's
world
the
in,
word I
bro.
was looking for. Fairness. So now, heck of the situation. You
Mm-hmm.
just walked in the studio. You've been waiting on these 3 artists. There's 3 artists that you ain't did a record with yet. Or
Right.
you gotta do it before you leave the planet, before UFO snatch you off the planet to kidnap you and bring you to Mars. There's 3 artists that's in the studio of your choice, whether they dead or alive. Who is the 3 artists that you doing a song with?
Okay. Let me see. Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan. She one of them.
Wow.
Let me see who else. It's a artist right now. It's I believe she's a reggae artist. I don't, it's a lot of different genres of music. I don't want to say it wrong, but Tim's, she got a hot record right now with Wizkid called Essence. She's featured on the song. I love to work with her. That's 2. I got one more. And you
Yeah,
said
one
dead,
more.
and you said dead or alive, huh? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh. If I could get in the studio right now with somebody. I said, Jasmine Sullivan, Tim's. There was 2 R&B chicks, really. Nah, let
Right.
me give you my last one. I take is Soldier Slim.
Yeah.
Soldier Slim. God bless him
Man.
dead. Yeah.
Man, this why I love my
Soldier
own
Slim.
show, because everybody be having some of the most interesting answers. But me and you both, I ain't gonna lie, we had to fight about that Jasmine Sullivan, because boy,
Hey,
I've been
listen,
sold on her.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, people sleep on her
That's one of my favorite R&B artists right there.
of all time.
Dog, her voice,
Eh,
everything about her, I love her, dog. Her music, her sound, everything is beautiful.
Right,
Like, and I believe she just released a new record. That's what really had her at the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jasmine
right.
Sullivan, very talented, bro. I've been a fan of hers for a
Yes,
long
she is.
time.
What was her new project? Whole Phase or something like that? It was
Right? It's something. Yeah. It was something like that. I believe so.
bruh. When I tell you, bruh, like I still gotta go back and I like riding the new music or music when I'm in the car. I could think better, man. I could
Yeah.
vibe better. But
Yeah. It's
man, that
therapeutic.
project,
It's
bruh,
therapeutic.
she just sound like she ain't trying. She don't never be
Like
sounding like she
it's
trying. Like,
natural. Like it's just natural. Yeah, I love it. I love
yeah,
it, bro.
I don't know if she write all her own stuff, but she just sound like she wake up in the morning and on
And
the way
just
to the
get to it.
studio, she just do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like I
like it.
like her,
Nah,
man.
always
So
loved her.
so Soldier Slim, I could say that too, man. Like I always was a fan of
So
his. I'm mad he left so early.
much.
But boy, that
The legacy he left behind. That's why I feel like if I could, do something with somebody who's not here with us right now, it'd be him, just on the strength of the legacy he left behind. And I watched what he did, and I watched how much respect he had just from watching all the New Orleans documentaries, just from seeing the
right,
people that I was fans of their music and they're being fans of him. They're like the people that
right,
I was fans of, like the Hot Boys. You will hear them speak highly of a Soldier Slim. You know what I mean? So that's what
right.
would make me say, if I had that opportunity, you know what I mean, I definitely, want to do a record with him, man. Shout out Soldier Slim, man. Long live Slim.
Yeah, Tim's, you made me write Tim's down. I'm gonna check that when I get online. But yeah,
Please.
that's
She's
yeah. I
super
don't
talented reggae artist, I believe, but she's a female. She featured on a hot song with Wizkid called Essence. And
right,
what made me zoom into her, because I was actually thinking that it was Wizkid on the song by himself. And when I saw the title structure, it said featuring Tim's, and I saw the video, and it was even after I saw the video, because I was assuming that he just had a female saying the words on the video. I was not sure that she was
Oh,
the actual artist, but somebody I was close to let me know, like, no, that's her singing on there. And that's what became a fan. And I started checking out all her music. She's very talented. She's very hot. She's dope. I'm a big fan of her, and I'm definitely going to try to link something up and work with her soon.
man, that's crazy, bro. And you know, so crazy. I be listening to Wiz Kids, so I might not heard it and ain't even thought about it, man.
Thought
So,
about it, right? Because I'm pretty sure you'll think
yeah,
the same thing I thought. Like, it's just him, but it's actually her, and she brung a nice tone, a nice sound. She definitely helped that song be what it is. You know what I mean?
man, I'm gonna check in. So now I know I ain't got you for that much longer, but before I ask you this, which is a simple question, bro. Well, it's a simple request because I need you to close out your interview. Tell the people how to get in contact with you. I know all your info at the bottom, but definitely tell the people how to get in contact with you.
Oh man, y'all know y'all could catch me on every social media platform. YBMMG. Y'all can hit me up any for the bag. You know, I conversate, we debate, we do it all. So you know what I mean? Just YBMMG. Y'all lock in, tune in, follow me, hit me up.
All right, so I'm gonna show you before I had you do this. I'm about to show you on my Android now that it ain't
Okay.
capping. What you notice about the YouTube is it's already red. So I done played this song and I ain't even paid attention.
And you ain't,
Bro, that's
I was the
crazy.
same way. I was the same way, bro.
I done heard this. Yeah, I heard this already.
That song so fire.
Wow.
That song fire. Yeah, and she's
Yeah,
the featured artist on there.
Now I'm gonna pay attention. Now, before you get up out of here, this is what I need from you, bro.
Talk to me.
You gave a lot of great advice, bro. Like, I know they listening in the jails. They keep us tuned in Metro West, TGK, and Stockade. They got us tuned out there on the West Coast, even though they 3 hours behind us. They still in the loop. But this is what I need you to do, man. It's a lot of dudes that's really trying to get on. It's a lot of dudes that's in a cold place, a dark place, a depressed place. I need you to don't worry about Jesse. Don't worry about me. I need you to look in that camera. And I need you to give them 60 seconds of advice, bro, because you might be about to save somebody's life because we've done it before. Man, so don't worry about me or you, man. Go ahead.
Check this out, man. Anybody who out there right now, you feel like you done lost hope. You feel like it ain't no tomorrow. You can't think like that, man. My advice to y'all is keep God first, believe in yourself, and go hard with everything you do. I don't care if your life at a standstill right now. If it's at a standstill right now, it's for your time to reflect. It's for your time to sit there, plan, plot, strategize, put something together for you that's gonna work. And be consistent. Hard work, God first. That's what's gonna get you there. Don't lose hope because all that's been at a standstill. Everybody done been to a point of no return where you think it's over for you. But you gotta know it's somebody in a worse situation than you, and you gotta work your way out of your situations. You gotta, even if you in a good space, and this go for people who are in a good space right now. Don't get lax. Don't get stagnant. You gotta go hard. You gotta keep working, and you gotta stay consistent. So that's my advice for anybody who watching right now who tuned in.
Man, I appreciate that so much, man. And I always try to never leave that part out my show. And Jesse know the situation and part of why. Like, I used to think that little moment meant something until somebody saw me in the strip club. They saw me at G5 and they used to watch my show on here, bro. And dude came up to me. I thought we were gonna bang out. Because the way he was looking crazy at G5, I'm like, yeah, I got to break this dude's jaw right quick. Because I know that face, but I was wrong. So watch this, Bree. The dude say he came up to me. I went to him. He told me to come holler at him. So this dude got a little size on him. Like, I told my brother, hey, keep your eyes on me, man. I thought we finna bang. I always tell this story, man. And dude was like, man, you saved my life. I say, save your life. I was like, I was trying to figure out where I know him from. He's like, you don't know me, but I know you. He say, you be on Video Mix. And sometimes you give people advice and everybody who playing spades and domino, wasn't nobody even tuning in. So I know one, but number God talking through you, you know what I'm saying? And you look dead at the camera at the end of your show and you was like, listen, whatever you going through, give it one more day. my dudes that was around me, they didn't know I was gonna kill myself that night because I was about to get out of jail and I refused to go back. I used to make a lot of money before I went to jail. He said I wasn't gonna go home to nothing, bro. And because I listened to you, I gave it one more day, and the next day I got a letter in the mail from my mama. Me and my mama don't get along. But she wrote me a few pages and say, baby, I know we've been going through it, blah, blah, blah. You about to get out. You got a place to stay when you get home. My brother got a job for you doing construction or something like that. And then he said, man, I'm married. I got a little girl, and I owe that all to you. I said, man, you owe that to God, bro. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro, man. But I appreciate that story because that hit home. And I'd have had somebody else tell me something that was similar about, you know how it be in jail, bro.
Yeah.
They be cold, they be stressed out, they be, you know what I mean? And he was like, I refuse to come home to nothing, bro. I was tired of just life, and I was finna kill myself. And I said, you know what? I'm a bet on that. The homie told me to give one more day. I'll do it tomorrow. And sure enough, he said, I never would have got that letter from my mama, bro, if you ain't looking at camera and say that. So I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. So I take those moments serious. You feel me? Because you gonna tell it different than me. You gonna get that advice different than me. And it's gonna fall on whoever it need to fall on. You feel me? Or it might be on YouTube. You don't never know. You feel me? So
I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing that for people. I appreciate you for doing it for us, for everybody. You know what I mean? That's love. That's love right there.
So listen, before you get up out of here, if you got any shout outs, if you want to say something to somebody, man, go ahead, do that. And we're going to run to some videos.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. Shout out my whole team, man. Extortion Game, Southern High, DBD. You know what I mean? Everybody who working with me, who getting it in, everybody who going hard. Shout out to the official Block Barbershop. Everybody who grinding all my businesses, everything that I'm into. Y'all follow me at YBMMG. Shout out Video Mix. Shout out the whole Miami. You heard me? Dade County, stand up.
Man, you know what it is, man. I appreciate you for real, man. I'm going to link up with you soon, man. I got to get some more shirts from you because Jesse got an attitude.
Yeah, you already know.
Because he said, why you
pull up?
Man, you know what it is, man. So I'm going to see you soon, bro, man. Hey, let's run some videos. Again, man, that's John Breed, man. You see what it is, man. You back on Respect My Grind Live, 8 to 10 every single Tuesday from 8 to 10. That's right. Hey, man, I had to show this again because I had it in the plastic at first, but I'm trying to show the quality of the stitching all the way around. Man, these guys is awesome, man. You know what I meant to tell Young Breed? The reason I ended up with this hat right here is because every other day, Rick Ross shows all the different clothes and sneakers and black businesses that mail him stuff up to the promised land. That's what he called his house up there in Atlanta. One with like 40 rooms. So when they show clothing lines and stuff like that, I try to connect with those guys because that's what it's about, networking. And these guys didn't waste no time, man. They hurry up and mailed me some stuff, man. It's Poor Rich. I want to say it right. Hold on. It's Poor Rich. If you look up POOR and then Rich, it'll come up. So, man, definitely salute the Poor Rich USA. I'm sorry, Poor Rich USA. I love how they do work, man. They box was dope. The quality.
They almost sound like Lil Duval's brand. I think his is Rich Poor, but it's kind of the opposite.
So we had a good show. We had a good show. I'm not gonna hold too long, but I did want to speak on my week. I'm back in the strip clubs, supporting the naked hustle, like my homie, rest in peace. Bizzle Childtown would say, man, supporting the naked hustle, man. So shout out to all them ladies that be getting that money, man, in any way that they need to get that money, man. I love the club. I'm in Doral, where it's kind of safe at. Very clean, very middle upscale, very poor rich. So shout out to everybody that's been appreciating me being there in open arms, man. Welcome. Nothing competitive there. It's just a lot of love. So shout out to Booby Trap. Shout out to Oakland. We'll see y'all in a few weeks. I'm actually leaving on my son's birthday. This is the first birthday I won't be with him. So, Jesse, you better make this worth my while, cause I don't be away from my baby on his birthday, but I'm gonna make an exception because it's for the greater good.
I'm gonna do my best to lay it out, dog.
Definitely. I also been puppy shopping. I went to 2 puppy spots on Bird Road on 40th Street, Southwest 40th Street, and I'm just really impressed. But I'm more impressed with, man, I ain't finna spend no $3,000-$4,000 for no little puppy, man. I'll go create one.
No, sir.
Y'all out of control.
Did you try
if I show y'all some of them?
Did you try the SPCA to adopt the dog? The little homeless
man,
dog?
Listen. That's the first place that everybody goes, so I can't find any puppies. I got some relatives that got some pregnant dogs, so I'll see what they come up with, man. But I just seen one that was so pretty today, and it did not want me to leave. It cost $2,900, and that's what made me leave. I said $2,900. But you know what's so funny? I done paid money before for a dog, a West Highland Terrier, so I know they tend to be expensive. I actually bought it from where Dwayne Wade bought his puppies and a couple Miami Heat players. So, yeah, man, I gotta get a puppy, man. I'm sorry. I gotta get a puppy, man. My kids deserve it. I deserve it. The responsibility I'm not looking forward to, but it's definitely comes along with the boat. And
like
I was
another child.
No, it is another child, man. For a lot of just training and getting used to that personality, because all them animals got different personalities, and I really want one for all my sons, but especially my son Job, because he's autistic and he's in love with dogs. And speaking of autism, I wanted to say, check out the new TV series. There's a Netflix special called Atypical. It's all about this young boy who's a sophomore in high school. And it's so interesting because he's autistic, but he's getting into that part of his life where he wants to start dating, but he's very literal. He's not comical. He doesn't have a sense of humor. And I love how they're making him explain through his eyes what he's going through as an autistic teenager. And it's just really like making me look at my son differently, like, oh, maybe that's why he conducts himself like this, or maybe that's why, I see a lot of my son within this young boy, and his sister is very overprotective of him in that high school, because kids tend to not know about autism, so they call him weird, and he's very odd, but he's just very specific. He wears the same thing every day because that's what he's used to. He walks the same way. He walks in the same direction. He's very smart. And autistic kids, like, once they're attracted to whatever they're attracted to, they're stuck on it. No different than, like, he loves penguins. My son don't like penguins. My son is stuck on school buses. The best way to be his friend, school buses all day, little ones, big ones, remote control buses. He loves buses, and he loves certain words. Like, universal is his favorite word. It don't matter what you show on TV. If that universal comes at the beginning, he gonna watch it. But if you walk away and turn your back, he gonna keep rewinding it to dun, 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 dun. Universals. He gonna go on my refrigerator. He gonna use the magnets, the right universal on it. Everywhere he goes in the house, it's universal somewhere. I don't know why he's stuck on universal, but that's just his world. We laugh about it, we appreciate it, but that's just our connection with him. And I love that TV show called Atypical. Y'all check it out. Very interesting. Black Summer season number 2. I'm done finished watching it. It's about, zombies and some little pandemic that they went through that's turning people into zombies. So I finally finished that. Yeah, I know.
Hey, did you see
I
the
haven't
Purge,
been doing much with my life.
Purge?
But
did you see that?
I haven't, but I'm trying to get to the movie theater to see that and Black Widow. That's on my to-do list. I also am back into Virgin River. I like that TV show. But yeah, Purge is on my to-do list. And that Black Widow, my other son is into the Marvel situation. So throughout the week, he's at his grandma's house. So I'm gonna take him to see that, man. So yeah, man, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Tomorrow, I don't know if you're going, but I am. It's an open invitation to the whole team about going to Root Beer restaurant, the breakfast restaurant. That's E-Class and Big Chuck. Shout out to them. Everybody that's a part of the Po' Boy and the Strong Arm family. You know they had the licking. Now they have the Caribbean things. Yeah, the Caribbean things, the island food, and now they have Root Beer, which is the breakfast restaurant. So they're shooting a commercial tomorrow. So we're gonna pull up Liddy, 24 Hour, Vanna, and a little bit of video mix. So gotta support the home team, man. So you know. Before I get up out of here, I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving out anything. Anything on your mind?
Nah, man. I'm just trying. I'm just real psyched, happy about where we at right now, and getting ready for this next chapter, man. So just really, we want to hear. We gotta find some Bay Area artists or somebody to connect with before we even go out there. So I'm gonna work on making that happen.
Right. I'm gonna work on it on my end too. I'm gonna keep putting these invitations and invites out. I gotta. Yeah, we got some.
Sorry about that. Oops.
Whoa. Relax.
Oops.
Relax, brother. I didn't get my outro. So yeah, we got a couple local people that's out there, man, that I'm trying to connect with. And we're not going out there blindly. We got people out there, and definitely, you know, when we touch the city, especially when me and you get in front of people's face, man, we make anywhere our home. So that's one thing I like about my team. It's not gonna be hard at all. It's just like putting a bunch of babies in a room together. Ultimately, they're gonna become friends. So, man, that's my time. I appreciate y'all. Happy birthday to my great grandma, man. Rest in peace. Video mix. Respect my grind live. I'm out of here.